Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and look who I have with me here today, Valerie from Illumination Portal. Hey, Val, how are you?
Hi, Dean. I'm very good. Thank you for having me. I love coming and hanging out every month with you. You have
Thanks
so
for
much fun.
being here. I enjoy it too. I really enjoy it. And I see Mere Dragon is here. So nice to see everybody. Val, thank you very much. I am so excited about this Pisces season. It is like no other. I'm so excited. In fact, I couldn't wait for our show today. That's for sure. I kept saying, "Isn't it coming up? Isn't it coming up? When's that going to come?"
I
So,
love it.
and look, summer spring is here. You're a girl after my own heart. That's for
Yeah,
sure. Summer spring.
I
Thanks for
love that.
being here.
I love that
Aw.
name.
So, what I wanted to do, Val, is I wanted to show everybody, tell everybody, remind everybody about our um, my pendulum event that's coming up this Sunday. So it's this Sunday, and it's March 1st, and it's the pendulum basics and intuitive practice. And the reason why I said that is because we're going to be teaching you and giving you tips and giving you instructions and going over learning how to use your pendulum. And then we're going to practice and give you different kinds of questions, different scenarios, different ways to practice. And it's just going to be so much fun. So that's why I wanted to make sure it was pendulum basics and intuitive practice. Sunday, March 1st. Now, I will be together with Terry from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys and myself. Terry from Kigaru Spiritual Journeys has been teaching pendulum classes at her live psychic fairs. She does breakout rooms and teaches people how to use their pendulum. And I said, please, 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 will you please help me and come on with me and help teach? And she's like, sure. So I'm
Oh,
so excited. So this pendulum class, you can, if you want to just come on to my website, is sunpsychicgene.com. And then you come over here to the events tab over here. And then down here in the events, you just click anywhere on the bar and you'll see that this pops up. It'll tell you a little bit about the event and what to bring. They say to bring a pendulum. I know it's a little hard to see. I don't know if I can make it any bigger. It is pretty big, actually. To bring a pendulum or any necklace will work.
yeah.
Okay, and just make sure it's a heavier pendant on your necklace. Um,
Mhm.
a notebook or journal, an open mind, and a playful energy for sure. And I just ask that everybody will plan to arrive 10 minutes before the start time. We do like to start on time. We start punctually. The class begins. So please do make sure that you are in at least 10 minutes before the start time. I'll be there with Terry getting set up, I'm sure, before that. And you're more than welcome to come in. And we expect it to only be about 2 hours. It's from 2 to 4. We like to allow, it may be less than that, but we just like to allow for that amount of time. So also, I wanted to let you know when you click the attend button to register, you will get a receipt emailed to you. In that email the link, is the link to the event. Okay, so keep that receipt when you get the receipt after registering. Now, if you are a member, if you are already a member with me with the Sun Psychic Gene YouTube channel and you're a member, I will be providing a link for you in the members only post tab, which will be at no extra charge. And I say at no extra charge because you're already paid to be a member. So no extra charge. You get to come into the pendulum class. I will be posting that probably either later today or tomorrow. I'll be posting that in the members only posts. So when you go into the members only, you might have to scroll down a couple to see where that actual Zoom link, and that's the link to come in. And that's what I wanted to tell you. So you can either become a member and get the free
Mhm.
link, or you can register here if you want to just come in once and you don't want to worry about being a member or anything. You just come on in here and click on the attend button. So that's what I wanted to show everybody. And then I also have my psychic study practice group coming up in March, but it's not until the end of March. I'll go over that with you when that comes. But I just wanted to tell everybody. Oh, and the other thing, when you're on my website, sunpsychicgene.com, this week is the last week for my winter special. And so you can book it this week. For the special price is available for this. This is the last week for the special price, but you can book it in March. Like
Sure.
you book it, you can schedule it in March. So you book it today, but you can schedule it in March. So there's
Yes.
no rush in scheduling because I think I'm running out of openings for this week. Everybody wants to try and get it in this week, which is fine, but
Wow.
you can schedule it at any time in March. So that's what I wanted to tell you. So I
Wow.
see Bora is here, and
Yeah.
Bora sees that Val is simulcasting. Excellent, thank you.
Oh,
And Dora is here, Dora Romero, and she is a member, and she will get the no additional charge link. And
nice.
Summer Spring, yes, it is an online. Do I offer it offline? Well, Terry
Hmm.
from Kigaroo Spiritual Journeys does offer a pendulum class in person at her psychic fairs, but it's a little hard to get enough people together to come all together, you know, as a outside class. Like if I were to rent a room in a hotel somewhere, it would be hard to get enough people together to offset that.
Hmm.
So I don't have it online, offline. Um, I don't know if you mean in person. Do you mean like recorded? I don't know what you mean,
Hmm.
but I might want to try and record that. I don't know.
That
And
would be a good
Boris,
idea to have it up. Just have it up for everybody. That sounds fast. I mean, it sounds amazing. Sounds like a lot of fun.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You're absolutely doing your Neptune and Saturn at 0 degree Aries with this Virgo eclipse coming up, and we're in Pisces sun season. So that is our creating our dream, right, and making it physical. I love it. It's just, I mean, it's perfect, perfect example. You know.
mm-hmm. Yeah, she does mean in person. And Terry
Mm,
Suzuki, if you're on the West Coast near Seattle, is where she does a lot of her psychic fairs, and she has
mm,
them there. So yeah, so I'm not sure where you're located. Um, so I just want to say hello to Angel up above. Karen Robinson is here. Liz and All is here. Everybody's here. Thank you all for being here. So Val has the information for us, guys. She has the 411, and I'm so very excited. So
I'm
Val,
saying,
I'm going to move you over and bring you in a little bit, so that
oh,
everybody can focus on what is going on during this Pisces season.
yeah, I'm telling you, Jean teaches me more things. I learn something new every time I'm with you. Thank you, Jean. Always helping out. And I'm so glad that this resonates with you and everybody that shows up, because it is good to know the direction the energies, the cosmos, in our little solar system is headed, and where we're at. And once we understand, that you don't have to understand astrology fully, but the basics of what's this Pisces season mean? What does it do every year? What does that mean? And Pisces is like spirit, closest to uh, it's dreaming and imagining all the things that we want to bring. There's no boundaries. You will see that it's easier to talk to the other side, easier to connect. There's no veil, especially now. The veil's pretty much over the last couple of years has just gone away, and this requires discernment, though, where Pisces needs to weigh things out and take its time. And the opposite of Pisces is Virgo. So we're going to have that Virgo full moon lunar eclipse on March 3rd, 3/3. So that's a big day, because Virgo helps Pisces make it make sense. Okay, you get the list of things to do. You have you weighing out your options. What will I work for? What will I not go forward with? It's just a matter of your preferences, right? Pisces sees it all, though. They see it all, and it just can keep growing exponentially. But there's got to be a time where you bring it into the Virgo part of you to make it manifest. And Virgo's an earth sign. Pisces is a water sign, and they're very different, but they balance each other out as they're across from each other on the natal on the sun on the charts. So what does that mean? That means when we're opposing, we want both attributes from each planet to be in harmony. The more that we can have those planets, Pisces and Virgo in this case, in harmony, the better our decision making can be. The Virgo really helps with the details to get us into alignment, and does it by instinct, by gut, because Virgo rules the digestive system. So that gut instinct is ruled by Virgo. Pisces is more of a psychic, I wouldn't say crown chakra. I was going to say mind. It is the mind, but it's more the crown chakra, like what pours into you from your spirit team. And together, they work. When they're working together, they create your next best steps in your life every day. So Pisces is an amazing sign because you can dream big, especially now in this Pisces season, especially this year. And I know it seems like I say that every month or every for the last few years, but we've had a stellium in Pisces. Stellium
And what
is
does
sorry, it's three or
what
more
does that mean?
planets. Three or
2 or
more
more?
planets. Three or more. But we've
Oh,
had like seven, and we have a lot of asteroids. We have a lot of different points and stuff. This has been going on since truly, I want to say Sagittarius season. It's there was a few. Each one had a stellium, but the Aquarius last month's and the one coming up in Aries are huge, like big. All the planets are in there, all the personal planets with a lot of asteroids. So what does that mean? It's like there's a lineup, and the lineup we have is on the 28th, where the planets in the sky line up, like in astronomy, right? So that's going to be like a visual, but that's not even the same thing. That's just another added bonus onto all these stelliums that we're getting. I mean, it's just the the cosmos spirit is really speaking to us. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. It's also, like I said, represents spirit, your intuition, your dreams, your wishes. But as it being the last sign of the wheel, right? Because we start the new year technically uh, by nature, let me put it that way, on spring equinox. So that's March 20th. And we're kind of have a double spring equinox this year with we have Saturn and Neptune meeting at 0 degrees Aries on February 20th. This is the last time that, and this is they won't go back into Pisces. They had been going back and forth. These two planets haven't been together in over like 6 to 8,000 years at 0 degree Aries. So this is huge, right? And that's that spring equinox point. Well, we're going to have the spring equinox on March 20th, the yearly one. So anything where like the I want to put it like this: your dreams and how you imagine and your thoughts and beliefs are all what create your reality. And the more that you can see higher consciousness information, higher perceptions outside the box of the old era, you're going to open new doors into the new era. This is big. It's almost well, I don't want to say it like that. We are going into the new era. This is based on us, our thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. But once we decide, I mean, you can ponder for years, but once you make the decision, that's a whole new, that's the Aries, right? The Aries is going for it. in the case of the equinox. But the decision that spirit is asking us to make the decision. As soon as we do, the doors start to open towards um, that dream, wish, or goal, or however you want to label it. We all have something in our heart that means a lot to us, our biggest wish. This is kind of what we've been tasked to do over the last few years as we clear out any blockages that prevent us from achieving that life we would prefer. Now we can put it all together because we've lost a lot of the baggage. So now here we are accumulating the details. And there's where Virgo comes in, you know? So those those details that aren't resonating or that aren't going to work are going to be eclipsed, removed out on or around the third. Now eclipse season 6 months before, 6 months after. But this is a big eclipse because it's a total solar. Did I say it right? Full moon in Virgo lunar eclipse. It's a total eclipse. Okay, so the ring is it's all blacked out for a second. That means it's removed, boom, gone, whatever that is. It could be many things. It could be, something specific that you've been working on. There's changes everywhere, whether it's a change of a job or change of your address or change of you're married now and you're not single. All these things can come up and be under the eclipses to be they're like maneuvered and aligned into your highest onto your highest best next step. If we're thinking of it like that. Now, if we're sitting here thinking life is terrible and everything is awful and, it's pretty much, it's a hard one to get out of because you got to ask yourself why all those things aren't working out for you. That's another good thing, though, with the eclipses. It removes that. It'll remove those old beliefs they're all from the old era. We're going into this new era that has new, I don't even want to call them rules and regulations, and we're creating them as we go along. So it's a big thing, and I'll tell you, this is probably the most important thing. We're not in that old energy anymore. We're not doing things the old, same old, same old. We have the ability, we're in a higher frequency now. We have the ability to create from that higher frequency as it's still coming in online, which it's not all here. So this is kind of where it gets, where we're getting our sea legs. We're constantly balancing from third dimension and higher. And you're constantly making these adjustments within your energy bodies. This is important to know because you have all the power over that by your decisions and your focus. Does that make sense so far, Jean? Going on and
It
on.
does, and I wanted to know if it's okay if I put up some illustrations
Sure,
and
please do.
help
Yeah.
help some of you understand
Yes,
or just see it because I'm very visual. So
yeah.
let me just open this up just a little bit more. So this is Pisces right here, and this is the sun right here. Going all the way across. This is the moon right here, and this is Virgo. And I have it set for March 3rd.
Yeah.
You'll see March 3rd. And on March 3rd, the lunar eclipse, the moon, we just had the solar eclipse, and 2 weeks after the solar eclipse, there's a lunar eclipse. This lunar eclipse is a total eclipse, but it's the moon that's going to eclipse the sun. And this is a full moon in Virgo. Is that correct, Val?
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. So the full moon in Virgo will eclipse the sun in Pisces. And that's why we're tied so much to this Virgo energy. And not only that, it mimics the nodes, the south node and the north node, which is very, very important. This is where our focus is. And this is the stellium that Val was talking about, which is all of these planets being together and linked together. And this has been since, she says, Capricorn season, but I'm telling you, that's like January, December, January. And it's been through January and now through February. All of these planets have been moving together.
Yes.
This right here is Neptune and Saturn. Now, this on the third, it's at 1 degree and 2 degree, but these two planets coming into this Aries is for the first time. They're not going to be moving back. They're not going to be retrograding back into Pisces anymore, which means from this moment forward, because all of these planets move around quicker, but these are the last two planets to move into this Aries sign for the first time or for the last time. I think,
Yeah.
were all of these planets already in Aries and have come all the way around? Is that true? Yeah,
Yes, yes.
because they're fast
Everybody has
moving.
worked through it. You see, all the outer planets are what matter now. Pluto hasn't. Pluto's in Aquarius, and he'll stay there till 2044. So
Yeah.
he takes like 20 years in each. But everybody else now, that Pluto is potent, but so is Neptune, so is Saturn, so is Jupiter and Uranus. And Uranus is a big player in all of this. And it's just all unfolding. Every day we have things that are just coming out. Like yesterday, there's a new comet, like one of the biggest ones ever seen, just popped into our solar system. So that's being tracked now. And we had all
But,
that 3i Atlas
but,
stuff, and we're going to
but
hear
with
more. I'm sorry.
but with this energy coming in with Saturn and Neptune, this is why the energies have changed. Not why, but it's an indication. It is a
All of it. Yeah.
it's a new beginning. It's a
Yeah.
new beginning when this happens. And when there's a new beginning, then there's also a new beginning because these planets move very slowly and they've moved into a different degree or a different sign. So there's a lot of big changes that don't occur every day, that this is once in like what, 4,000, 400,000 years or something. I don't know. It's a lot of
Long.
years.
Yes. Yes. Very long.
Somebody said it was like 4,000 BC or something.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like I think
and
it's like 68. I don't know, 68,100 years ago. Crazy.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
So that's why we know we're coming into a new age. And when
Yes.
we come into a new age, it also means that we're coming into a new energy, new rules, new systems, new support, new awareness, new energy, new human, new awareness. It's all new. It's all changed for us. We're not being held back anymore. All of those energies in the right before this were very, very sluggish. And I have to say, if you don't mind me saying real quick, my spirit guides have always told me that, like, there's a slingshot. You know how you
Mhm.
have a slingshot and you have a rubber band and you have a little ball on it,
Mhm.
and then you pull back the slingshot. And they've always told me that we're being repressed, we're being held back, we're being slowed down, and we're like, why does it feel like I'm walking through quicksand? We can't
Yeah.
get anything. But as soon as we move through this time in history, or this time astrologically, they're going to let go of uh the what did I call it?
Slingshot.
The slingshot, and we're going to be
Mhm.
propelled forward. And
Yes.
that force is already behind us, that
Yes.
propelling forward. So our job right now is to dream, is to
Yeah.
believe,
Mhm.
is to stand up and stay in our own sovereignty and stay within our own empowerment, and create
Mhm.
our own dreams and
Mhm.
create our own future and dream what it is that we want to create. It's very, very important for us to focus on this right now.
Mhm.
And this is what I know this, and Val explains it to me, and I'm like, that's exactly it. Now I understand why I've been getting all this. It,
Yeah.
it is illustrated in the stars. It,
Mhm.
it is, they are harmonic. They work together. We
Mhm.
understand how things work here and the energies in humanity and the earth as well. And it's as above, so below. In the stars, in the cosmic alignment, affects us here. And it's really just reassuring. It's empowering. It's inspiring, really. And that's what
Mhm.
Val is talking about, being inspired. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Val, you want to
No,
continue?
that's beautiful. You summed it up perfectly, because that it is so important to focus in, to understand. First of all, your focus is everything. Understand that we are not in the same old energy. We're creating this new energy as we go forward, and as these more of these aspects come in, we've pretty much hit all of the main ones, but they're settling down. That takes, astrology is always hindsight. What, how did it work out? But you have so much power right now in the fact of your focus, where you choose to place your focus. And I know that our focus is up for grabs right now, but kind of keep that in mind. Give that the focus a few minutes a day, but then come back to yourself and say, okay, what does this new world look like to me? Excuse me. We're being told this is how it is, and all that's old. That's all the old stuff, and it's up. We're seeing it in its rawness, because it's dissipating. It's going away. It doesn't look like it at the moment because of all the hype, right? But that's all that is hype. And we have entered into new frequencies, new vibrations where we didn't have access before. And that's why this is so important to really, what do you love and value? Focus on that as often, as much as possible. Always work steadily towards your dreams, whatever that is. If you don't know, talk to your team. The veil is gone. We have a team for a reason, to help us navigate through this density. This is a very physical planet, as you all know, and it's not easy, So we have a team. We have we have readers, we have mediums, we have astrologers, so many people in our community to reach out to if you're feeling stuck. And please note, Jean's information is in the description box, and so is mine. If you'd like to sign up for any of Jean's, and that pendulum class is everything, because once you have that connection and that um, that communication, with your spirit guides, there's nothing can stop you. And even once you get used to the pendulum, it's just kind of automatic after that. I use my pendulum a lot throughout the day. But you want to check, I'm always checking. Is this right? Is this gut feeling I'm getting? Please explain some more to me. It helps so much. It's powerful. I think it'll be such a fun course, Jean.
I
Oh, can
think
we
so
say hi
too.
to Bora Bora? Happy birthday. I'm sorry, I'm saying hi. Her birthday was 2 days ago for Janet Bora Bora. Happy birthday, girl. She's such a big helper.
Yeah,
Really.
she is. She's wonderful. So, everybody, we're going to be moving on and answering. If you have a question for Val about the astrological lineups or anything that we just reviewed with you, please do feel free and ask that type of question. Just in the time frame that we went over, I know there's a whole lot going on for the rest of the year, but we're in that time frame between now and the equinox, and if you would like a reading for your sun, moon, and rising, just let us know what your sun, moon, and rising are, and we'll do a little quick mini reading for you here. If you're not sure, you can tell us your sun sign, and we'll go with that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the whole reason for today, because I want to take the astrology in bite-sized pieces. We could explain the whole year, and it just gets too much. It's overwhelming. But we're in the eclipse portal now, and this is what we're in Pisces season. You're being asked to dream. You're being asked to release what's not resonating with you anymore. And I just wanted to make this point. Tomorrow, Mercury is in Pisces. Mercury's going retrograde. Now, before everybody goes, oh, no, That's actually a good thing. Retrogrades bring us more clarity. We reassess, we re-examine, we review. It's good. So, and this is going to be really good for us to connect with our teams and all the downloads that are flowing and all the higher consciousness information you're available to is right there. Give yourself a few minutes a day to yourself and ponder, and that stuff, whatever questions you have, will start coming in and making sense to you. Okay, I hope that helps. I just wanted to try to sum it up a bit.
And you do need to know I mean, if you don't have your birth, your sun, moon, and rising, you would need to know your birth time. It would help. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
And my team, like if somebody doesn't have their birth time, we will narrow it down as best we can. They're pretty good. I've had quite a few people didn't have a birth time, and we got it figured out. And if this is, no matter if you get a reading from me or Jean or anybody, I want to say this to everybody. It's an excellent time to get insight, to sign up, get readings. It's important time. This is history making. This, I mean, we really 8,000 years ago was the last time that aspect with Neptune and Saturn was here. This is epic. It's epic. It's phenomenal. And we are creating that new reality, that higher consciousness reality that we all know that is there. It's heart-centered and it's in harmony and peace and love and unconditional love, authenticity. It's there. It's right there for us. But we're the ones building it.
So Erin Nugent says she's Aries sun, Pisces moon, and Virgo ascendant. Wow.
Nice. Wow.
So
This is very
this,
impactful.
yeah, that full moon eclipse on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very impactful year for you, Erin, with all that. You know, I would love to see, I would love to see your chart. You probably, I have a lot of Aries friends, a lot of Aries people with that 0 degree Aries sun aspect. It's amazing. But it's not easy, right? Because we're kind of all in this holding pattern at the same time. All these massive changes are going on, but it isn't. And we went into the year of the fire horse, but it is not time to just bolt out of the gate. You got to take your time and ground into this energy and connect to your instinct, your intuition, your psychic abilities. All right, so I just pulled a couple cards to look at what these are astrology cards. Taking your authority back is what I'm getting. And this is Aries sun Aries is the I am of the zodiac. I am fill in the blank. Okay, so now we have that major aspect there right now with Saturn and Neptune at 0 degrees Aries. Really, that's a spiritual warrior. If you think about it, Neptune is spirit. Aries is Mars, the warrior, but I'm not saying it in a fight, abusive sense. I'm saying it as us taking power over our energy fields and going forward based on what our hearts are the things that we love and value, not what others are saying we have to do. So I feel like you've been through a very well, we all have, right? Since 2020, at least, we've been rearranged, realigned. We're reimagining. We're being realigned, but with our spirit team, right? So we had to learn the basics of self-love and self-acceptance and being in our authentic selves. And I think that's what you just went through, Aaron. You know, this last few years has been realigning you. Now here you are we're at this threshold where we can all make choices based on our heart's preferences, and go just take baby steps every day towards that. I, go ahead, Jean, if you have.
Yeah. So, Aaron, what I get is that you just don't take anybody's BS anymore. You just don't put up with anybody's like if somebody's trying to give you the runaround or give you the over explaining or well, I didn't get a chance to, you're like you have like zero tolerance. You command respect and equality and you know that people treat you with respect and honor. Hi, Red Spirit. Thanks for becoming a new member. And I do feel as though this is your year of independence. I'm not sure if you felt like you were maybe reliant on other people or other situations, but you're going to feel a lot more self reliant and self energized and self motivated for sure. That you won't be relying or leaning on the outside circumstances at all anymore. And I do feel as though there's some sort of a um, addictive quality that may have been going on in the past. And this could be anything. It could be sugar, it could be TV, it could be ice cream, it could be, scrolling. There's some sort of an addictive quality or something that has been sort of out of your control, that you were under a different control of an addiction in some way. And in a way, it doesn't always have to be detrimental. It could be cheese. Believe me, I was addicted to cheese for a while. You can be, it could be anything. It could be a habit. It could be a, leaning or saying something, anything that you become, a slave to or not in control of can be described as that. But I feel like this is in your past, that this is where this independence part of you, this self reliant part of you is going to be changing and taking over. And you're like, wow, I don't know why it's so easy for me to stop doing that or to not do that or to take self control or have my own self respect from now on. And all that time that I was scrolling, all that time, or all that time I was eating cheese and I didn't know why, it'll be like an opening, like an aha awareness and your ability to make changes and choices for you in your highest good. I do see that there is, in your future, there's more balance and harmony and patience. I feel as though you're going to be coming into your purpose as well.
Yeah.
You're going to find a new purpose in this new energy. So that's what I got for you. And oh my gosh, I would highly recommend that you contact Val right away. If you are an Aries sun, a Pisces moon, and a Virgo ascendant, you're going to want to know what's going on right now and with the rest of your chart. So this is a very impactful. And we all have Aries in our chart. We all have Pisces in our chart. But this particular lineup it's important to sort of dive in a little deeper so that you can make it work for you.
Yeah, but right there, it is a big time for you. And I did pick a couple more cards. I got transformation, and this is a big. It says transformation is the soul's evolution, and just what Jean was saying. There, your soul's mission, your team is there, ready to bring you into this new energy based on what you love and value. And then I got embrace change, and welcome new possibilities. And I just love the butterflies. But what was getting me is that, change is scary. Change is scary. And it's been kind of very weird for 5 years plus. Thanks, Jean. I'm food obsessed. Yes. I have a brownie problem. I'll admit it.
That they're the best kind to have for sure. Yeah. So we're doing sun, moon, and rising readings today, Gary, just so you know.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Erin. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. And Val, do you want to tell them your email or put that in there while I'm choosing
Sure,
the next person?
sure. I'll put it in there.
Mm,
It is a really good time to get a reading, everybody. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful time in history. We've been waiting thousands of years for it, believe it or not, many lifetimes. All right, there's my email. Thank you so much, Jean.
okay, so let's go to Anna Hutchinson next. Hi, Anna. Thanks for being
Oh,
here. She said she's a Gemini and on June 8th. That's her sun sign. I don't know. There's a lot more into it to find your moon
yeah,
and rising, right,
yeah,
Val?
yeah. I'd have to create a chart. I'm looking
Maybe
at a
we can
chart.
do that on a different show, but
Yeah,
we can do the and Gemini is um,
Gemini's got a big, huge role to play. Uranus is at the tail end of Taurus. It's going into Gemini. Oh my goodness. Any minute now. I have that information all the way over there. Uh, Pretty soon. But Gemini's an air sign. Okay, so you're always thinking. You got plans, you got lists, you got things to do. There is no stopping the Gemini mind, and the Gemini rules the twins, so it's like your higher self and your physical self, constantly making plans. Or I've known Geminis, well, I've known a lot of different people, who have quite a few uh, um, beings in their Gemini sector of their chart. It's just it's an amazing um, thing to think about, because each one brings in new information to you, and this is what this is all about. Gemini is short-term travel, new information. Every way we share and receive information in any way possible. It's all Gemini, and like I said, it's an air sign. This is where are we going? Sorry, I just went. But this is a big, well, it's a big year for all of us. I'm not going to say it's any different for Gemini, because Aquarius plays a big role this year, because Aquarius being in Pluto being in Aquarius. This is our authenticity. This is that's why he's sitting there. He's kind of like the gatekeeper. So uh, what I was getting for you was anything that you are information you're bringing in, or the things that you want to learn. I feel like you're in a learning year. Like you really want to understand the higher consciousness, like taking Jean's class. The pendulum class would be another way for you, a Gemini, or any of us, but I'm talking to Anna for a second, to learn another way to communicate, right, with yourself, your team. And it's just, I feel that uh, you're very curious, and you are on for a better word, you're always on a search. That's what I just heard. It for that higher consciousness information. It is something that really um, you've opened up so many doors by your searching, your researching of the mystical stuff. I don't know, I get this real mystical vibe from you. Like you really are, you walk the walk, live the talk, you are it. Um, and you just have that brilliance about you to bring that higher consciousness information in, flow it to you. See, look, I got Mystic Healer for you. I really feel that you have these healing abilities. It says healing energy flows through you, and I really think that you have multiple streams of healing energy, if that makes sense, coming through you. What do you have, Jean?
So
Wow.
I see that um, with Gemini being an air sign, you're very cerebral. You're a big thinker. You can see. You're a visionary. You're usually a leader, and you can see things how they're going to turn out. Like if somebody says, I'm going to go and drive in the snow, and you're like, that's not going to turn out very well. Like you're not mired down into the details. You're a visionary. You're a big thinker. You're very much a leader, and you have this confidence, and you do it like innately, like it comes from you, and you're not exactly sure how or why that you're that confident, but you have this ability to be confident as a leader. And when you feel something and you say something, you feel confident in it, especially about things that are a bigger picture kind of an idea. Now, if somebody says, "What do you want for dinner?" You're like, "Ask somebody else," because that's too detailed for me. Like
Yeah.
you thrive on the bigger issues.
Mhm.
Um, I do see that you really do like to abide by the rules. You like to uh, pay attention. You like to stay within the lines, and you expect other people to be that way too. But when other people let you down, you it's very hard for you because it's so important for you to be playing by the rules that when somebody else doesn't play by the rules, this really does affect you personally. You take it personally. But you're a very good leader in that way. That's what I feel. Um, you have a lot of focus and practicality as well. You're a world thinker. Your focus is on the world, not just yourself. That's that visionary. You want to know what's happening this decade. You don't want to know what's happening this week. You're
Mhm.
very much a visionary, and you see things as um, a global identity or a global focus. I do see that you have a natural good luck um,
Mhm.
around you and about you, and it's just the way that you are. I do feel as though you must have some sort of Pisces in your chart as well
Mhm.
as Leo. I just feel like there's some sort of a strong and spiritual connection to that Gemini. Um, but the Gemini is also very fair. It's very fair and logical. You have a lot of really good qualities there,
Mhm.
Anna. So let us know if any of that makes sense for you.
I love that. Yeah, that and see, I picked a card. It says surprise, right? But what this stood out. Beyond imagination was one of the unexpectedly another way that you are one of these problem solvers by thinking it through like that. Really, really, really cool. Keep going. You have classes coming up, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. I love it.
So just let us know, Anna. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you for being here and for asking your question. Let's see.
Thank
Uh, so let's go with Gary. He wants to know it's December 30th, and that's Sagittarius. Or no, that's Capricorn.
Yeah.
It's Capricorn.
Or
Good.
yeah.
You just got in under the wire there, Gary. Capricorns are good. They're earthly. They're conscientious. They're sensitive. They're
Leaders.
um,
Yeah.
compassionate. Go ahead, Val. What do you have? And then
Yeah,
I'll go.
they're leaders. Capricorn's very organized in the earthly plane. They know how to, like, the earth signs, Capricorn, um, Virgo, and Taurus. Right, they can really work this plane of existence or that part of them. Now, remember, we're all signs and we have it in all different houses, so that really matters on where that is. But Capricorn's also a oh, my brain just went. Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries are all, oh my God, they're the initiator signs. They're the ones who create and go forward, right? So what's Capricorn? Capricorn creates how to create a structure that works for their everyday to day life, but this is beyond what I'm saying. A lot of us can, maneuver through life, but Capricorns have this unique ability to, run companies, run the house. You can have 10 different things moving at one time and know exactly where everything is at and how it's working out or not working out. Um, Really, really powerful, powerful sign. So having it at, let's see, you're Capricorn, and we are going into, this is kind of going to be a little, well, I don't want to say it's hard for Capricorn or any sign, but changing the frequency from the old frequency to the new frequency is going to feel a little, it's like all of us, we all feel like fish out of water. We really do, because it's not all here yet. We're just experimenting and playing around with it, and we don't know what it means until we take the initiative and the steps forward. Now that's where you're going to shine, by thinking outside the box and taking the initiative into whatever it is that is motivating your heart to go forward. Because we all did just recreate. Well, we're still doing it, recreating ourselves, and based on that authenticity of the genuine person that we are in our hearts and souls. We will no longer live under those old rules. And now we see what they were really, really about. Nobody wants that. Hi, Scott. That's so good to see you. Oh, it's so nice to see you, Scott. So,
Thanks for
yeah,
coming, Scott.
I think it's a really powerful year for you, because you can see, okay, what they go, well, Jean was just saying, the visionaries, right? There is, and there's cardinal signs. That's the word I was looking for. And the initiators are the visionaries. They're going to bring in, hey, this obviously didn't work at all. We're just seeing behind that veil, right? We're seeing the man behind the curtain of the old era. And we all had said to ourselves probably thousands of times, man, it would be so much easier to do it like this, like anything that leadership roles in the world. Capricorns are leaders, so this is why I'm bringing that up. And they can see in a fast and effective and efficient way. And see, there we go. We got unknown territory, but it says you're exactly where you need to be. You're creating it. You open those dreams however you want to. Remember, though, to just keep looking outside of the box and not behind you. That's what I'm getting. And look forward. Think. Really, of all the ways that we all, I'm pretty sure, knew that there was a more efficient way to run our nation, and we know why they didn't now. And that's what we're all leaning towards now. We know that was the truth, and it was muddied up. Well, now we're going to bring that truth in a viable way for all to survive, all to thrive, not survive. Sorry about that.
So,
Go ahead.
Gary, what I was seeing for you is that you have been feeling in the past that you felt stagnant, and or you felt sort of like you were blaming yourself, or that you felt like it was your fault, or you felt like it was something that you did, or you felt like that everybody leaned on you or blamed on you. Like you felt like you were sort of the scapegoat, and that is no longer the case with this new energy. You will be able to move in and step into your power, stand in your light, make your own decisions, and you will have no resistance. You'll have nobody saying, well, I told you that before, it's all your fault. No, that's not the case anymore. That energy is long gone. That is not your energy. And it's not that you willingly done that. It was that you were so kind and cooperative that you were like, well, okay, they just said that. It's okay. Like you were
Mhm.
always, it's a compassionate, that's your compassionate way, but not at the expense of your own uh, respect, of your own journey, of your own empowerment.
And
And it's not about that you're going to treat people differently. It's that you'll build those uh, borders. What are they called, Val? Boundaries,
boundaries, yeah.
boundaries, and you'll be stronger, and you'll have not even stronger. You'll just feel more confident, and you'll feel
Mhm.
more empowered,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, well, you know what? I'm not going to play that game anymore. I'm just going to keep moving on, and I'll go somewhere else to find a place to hang out. And you just won't let people treat you like that. And before it was like it was all right. It's not a big deal. You're like go along to get along. You're very diplomatic, but you know what? You have to it's important for you to make sure you take care of yourself and put yourself in the driver's seat and make sure you do
Mhm.
what's best for you. And if other people around you support that, then those are the people to focus on. But that's what I got for you, Gary, and I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I didn't see if he said anything.
Yeah,
I'm
that's well, and the Capricorns, they want to find all the earth signs. They want to find logical, functional solutions to everything day to day life, you know. And here we've been, that's all been twisted and muddied, and now we know. And because it makes the whole nation, the whole collective, makes you doubt your knowings and your instinct. Well, now that's the main force coming through. We are to focus in on ourselves, create those boundaries, and really, authentically come from our hearts, and you can't go wrong at all. And I don't know, I got gratitude and insight for you. I got appreciate and thank you, and that's kind of the way, that's the opening the door, saying thank you just to yourself, thank you to the spirit, which I think you're also very appreciated in your family, in your immediate surroundings. And I get that you're very insightful. Insight is the fruit of wisdom. Keep a learning attitude. And that is like those people that are willing to do that and step outside the box at the same time are going to be the leaders of the new era. That's where we're at.
Yep, he says you're spot on. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Gary. And let me see. I'm going to ask people to say that if they're still here or not.
Mhm.
Is Summer Spring still here? Summer Spring, are you still here? And thanks again, Red Spirit, for popping in and becoming a member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Is Summer Spring up? Summer
Yeah,
Spring is still here?
he's
All
still
right. So
here.
this is Summer
Oh,
Spring.
look at that.
Pisces Sun, Aquarius rising, and Taurus moon. Just some
Very.
of the beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, because you have that Pisces, right? That ability to dream and imagine. And, then you got the Aquarius rising that's allowing you to dream and imagine way outside any boxes that are uh, imposed on us here, right? And then you have the Taurus moon that if it resonates with you emotionally, you can make it manifest on and make it a physical thing. This is a really good combination. Really good. And that Aquarius, well, we're in the dreamy, keep dreaming. I don't think you stop though. We always have those moments of seeing things oh, why don't we do it like that? Those aha moments. I think that's what you do, a lot of that. And that Aquarius rising is the solution oriented. We can make it efficient. We can make it fun and efficient. It doesn't have to be old and tired and efficient. It can be fun. I feel like you like to create new ways of just doing life in every moment. It's not the same old with you. When I'm getting card for her. And let's see. Look at this. Cleansing waters. Okay, so we're in Pisces season. You're a Pisces sun sign. That's water. I mean, go deep into those waters. It says purification activates vibrant life force. You might need it, which we all do. We all need a rest. We need to rejuvenated because of the last 5 years and, well, even longer, right? But know that if there's any of that old stuff hanging on, you know that that's dissipating, because that's another thing that Pisces does. It dissipates those things that aren't in our highest best good, that aren't going forward with us, and it just allows it. It's not like in any kind of battle or anything. It's just like, okay, that's not working, let's try something else. And that Aquarius is an experimenter. Well, we could try this or we could try that, right? So it's always fun. But if you need that rest, definitely take it and allow yourself to be rejuvenated during this Pisces and Aries. These next 2 months, right, are helping us. So it's not, we're not in a hurry. Take your time, really breathe and pause and contemplate. You'll know when it's time. We will all know when the fire horse comes in for us to take us forward. It's not really time now. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people are doing a lot of things. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm saying just be cautious right now. Allow these energies to fully come in. They're not fully here yet. And so I feel it's going to be a really good year for you.
Wonderful. So summer spring. I was curious why your name was Silver Summer Spring, but you can still like it and have Pisces Sun Aquarius rising, and your Taurus Moon is definitely in that summer spring kind of area. But I do feel as though you've been through some things recently that have really changed you. And it's almost like the phoenix rising from the fire. And I'm not sure if this was a relationship or a job, but you were like, whoosh, I got out of that just in time. And I feel as though you're 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 walking very gingerly moving forward, because you've been through it already, and it feels like you may be a little, what do they call that, PTSD, from going
Mhm,
through whatever it was that you've been through. And it could have, whatever it was, it could have been a health thing, could have been a relationship thing, could have been a job thing, whatever a major life change was that really shook you up. And this actually was a silver lining. It
mhm,
actually is working in your favor. It is helping you to awaken, that you would have never come to this realization, this awakening, this awareness, if that had not happened to you. Now, it didn't have to happen, and you would have awakened it eventually, but this almost broke you open, and you're like, oh, I can see differently now. It's
mhm,
like now that all the smoke has cleared, you can see things differently. I do feel as though you're working on building your nest egg, your financial, and your safety. You're building back your safety, you're building back your security, you're building back your financial nest egg, and you're working on doing things for you. And this is calling on you to become your own nurturer, like become your own best friend, become your
mhm,
own, and put yourself first, and to make sure that you are being practical in your decisions, because you've learned from what wasn't going right before, and now you're saying, now that I'm in charge, I'm going to do things differently. I
mhm,
do see you moving swiftly. I see you moving swiftly and quickly through the next few years, the next 2 years. I know,
mhm,
Val, we're not talking about 2 years, but I see
mhm,
that time is going to fly, and things are going to just happen, not just happen. Things are
mhm.
going to happen effortlessly for you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that whatever that was that happened in the first half of your life, or whatever that was happened, that that broke you open into this awareness is really a blessing. And you can say, thank God that if that never happened, I would have never had this or this or this, or I wouldn't
Mm.
realize that. And it's really, really, and it's almost like a way for you not to worry anymore, not to say, oh, is that going to happen again? No, you've been through it. You did that. You learned your lesson. It's done.
Yeah,
Now you're going to go forward.
I love that. I love that. I got the freedom card for you too, because there's something that you did get liberated from. It says freedom comes from inner liberation. And yes, and this is the cool thing about this energy, this time period right now, and it's affecting all of us. That those wheels are all like lining up, and all the cosmic wheels, all of it, and they're clicking into place. It's specifically for you, each of us individually. And when they do, we're just know, and then there you are. You're off to the races, like Jean said. I'm looking forward to feel.
Looking forward to really feeling grateful for breaking me apart. Yeah, it may take you a little while, but you will see. Just trust that there's a silver lining for
There it is.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. And, I, I've lived through it, and I know other people that live through it, and they're like, we thought it was the worst thing that could ever happen to us. But really, if that had never happened, I would never be here now. I know you're looking forward to that, but it will. It will become just trust yourself moving
Yeah.
forward. Yep.
And
And
allow yourself the time. If you're not feeling something, or you don't have the answers yet, yeah, just like she said, I'm still lost. I'm still lost. What's next in work, living situation? Yeah, allow. This is that Pisces season, allowing it all to just come in. It's going to click into place. But us overthinking or trying to make it isn't going to help. We have to just allow and be as much as you can, and know that you have a spirit team that you can talk to and ask for guidance all day, nonstop. That's what they're there for. I'm
so do you
sorry.
have time for one more? We're actually a little over an hour, but do you have time for one more?
Sure, yeah. I love doing these. I love these
All right.
things.
So is Silky Steel still here? Silky
Still,
Steel, are you still here? You're welcome, Summer Spring.
so cool.
I did notify her that she would be next. I didn't hear anything back. Silky Steel, are you still here?
I like that. I am Alyssa. Okay. I want a financial freedom, spiritual life card, please. Yes. Oh, you meant my card. Oh, yeah, yeah, for sure. That's
So I don't think Silky Steel is here anymore. What about Dora Romero? Dora, are you still here? Dora Romero, are you still here?
Mona Lisa Seraphim. I like that name, Mona Lisa
You know,
Seraphim. Dora's
just
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
good, good, good. I was going to
yeah.
say, when we go over an hour, people are on to the next show. They have
I
another show to
know.
go to. That's why I like to try and
I
keep it
know. I know.
to an hour. But so this is going to be the last one for today, you guys. But I'm gonna see if Val can do a special event with me sometime.
Oh,
So
man.
so Miss Dora, she's July 18th. July 18th is a Leo. Is that a Leo? Is that a
Cancer.
Leo?
Cancer.
Cancer. And how close to the cusp is she?
She's well, a couple days. Well, I would say that it's usually around the 20th, but it could be could be 18th, 19th, 20th. So
Okay, so she's
we're
at the end of Cancer.
yeah, we're right there. So she's a late degree Cancer, right? So let's say it like that, 28, 29 degree master degree. Never doesn't mean it's easy. It means that you came in with a big plate, and and again, you are a cardinal sign. You are an initiator. Cancers are. I mean, all signs are very psychic. Cancers, Scorpios, Pisces, especially that part of us, very psychic. just I'm a Cancer, so I didn't. Once I learned how to work it and learned my pendulum, just gonna shout out the pendulum class again. Uh, that really helps you. But you already, I'm getting you're very, you have it together. You and you do that because you do trust your instinct. You trust your knowings, and you do have it together. You are July this year is a huge month. This is another. Uh, we got March, February, March, July, and it's coming up, and they're big months. This is a life changing year for you. It's what I'm getting. It's a big year for you. You take control. I don't know why I feel like you are you either are you a healer or somebody who has like classes available. I'm getting something like that. That is going to open up more for you if you do. I feel like you're an emotional healer. You're connected. You help people clear their emotions. All right. I got adventure is the path to new worlds. So to look at this life as an adventure, you know, going forward, and you calling in the details of what you want to prefer, and that's or the things that you want to create, they're available to you. Um, I just feel that the weird thing I keep getting with everybody is that we are literally being reborn as we're alive. I mean, literally, we were one person over here from 0 to 64 in my case, and now from 64 on, I'm becoming a whole new person. And this is the really cool thing about all this. And you get to decide all those details and choose them. I feel that you're already doing that. Um, you're very protective. Cancer's 29-degree, I can imagine, very protective. Cancers are concerned about the safety and security, not only of themselves, but of the world. You know, it can sometimes, uh, if you don't know how to balance that, it can become overwhelming, and it's not an easy thing to balance. We want the best for everybody, but take that. Well, maybe that has something to do with what you. Yeah, very protective. Do you like do a class on this, or there's something about this protection, um, emotional protection, emotional? I feel like I don't know, you do something within your life that helps people uh, feel safe. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Do you get anything like that, Jean? Like,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I love that Dora is an empath, and I do
mm,
feel as though she has very strong family identity.
mm,
Family is everything to her, and family is an extension of her. And if her family is not happy, she's not happy. So
right.
she makes sure that her family is happy. And not
Yeah.
only her family, but her family and friends. She's a very good friend and a very good provider and protector, even though she has others in her life that provide that protective sort of nature. She's there to back that up, and she's there to protect people in their hearts and in their home and in their relationships. I do
Mhm.
see like she'll make sure that everybody's fed and everybody has
Yes.
the right things to wear and a car to go someplace with before she sits down. She makes sure that everybody is happy, everybody has what they need, and it's like you have eight hands moving around and helping other people. But it comes from your heart. It is always heartfelt. It is always that you want to, that you need to, that you don't want them to do without, and that you have this care and compassion. And this is something that it empowers you and gives you a sense of purpose. I do feel that you're responsible in that family position, and I feel like you are also the matriarch of your family. Even though you may have an older sibling or a younger sibling or whatever, you are the matriarch. You're the one everybody centers around and comes to and asks for advice. I do
Mm,
feel as though you may also be taken advantage of a little bit. Like people may like say, "Oh, Dora will do it. Let's just tell her she's having
mm,
Christmas and Thanksgiving this year." What? And you'll happily do it. You will happily do
mm.
it, but, you know, it's like a lot falls on your shoulders. You have a lot of responsibility, and
Yes.
yet you have a lot of ways to provide and to orchestrate. You're very much an orchestrator too.
Yeah.
I do see there's a lot of love in your life. There's a lot of harmony in your life, and it's most important that the people around you see you and treat you in that heart in that way of harmony and not conflict, because conflict cuts you off at the knees. You do not want anybody to have any conflict with you. You bend over backwards. You make sure that they're happy, that they have everything that they need,
Mm.
and that you know it. Are we good? Good. Or do you need anything? You're good. You know, you make sure everybody has everything that they need. And if there's conflict, it means that they're not being appreciated. And if you're not appreciated, that's worse. That's just the worst thing. You don't do it for appreciation, you do it because you care. But if it's not appreciated or not recognized or taken advantage of, it really does hurt your heart. And you
Yeah.
have this really sensitivity about you that it works well because you're so sensitive with everybody else, and you're sensitive about the family, and you're sensitive about love and passion and compassion. But it also is you're sensitive if somebody like says, well, you didn't get the right shoes for me. You're like, I cannot believe they even said that. Like, because it just affects you because you are sensitive. So sensitivity kind of goes both
Mhm.
ways, but it's really a beautiful collaboration. I do see, I don't know if somebody is getting married or if somebody just got married, but I see the family growing, and I see like well-being of family. So somebody could either be getting married or having a baby or moving house, something like this. But I see the family growing and becoming more stable and having a happy family. I also see that you are looking and searching for your own to find your own uh, not your own reality, but your own the meaning and purpose of life. Like you just you there's nothing holding you back. You're like, I know where I'm going, but I'm doing these 10 things back here with my family, but I know where I'm going. It's really amazing the way you can multitask and and keep up. It's just a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So Dora says, Dora says, so true. All right.
Yeah, it's very home. I got very creative at home. Even maybe creating a new home. I'm not sure. Like very home centered, safety, security. I feel like that maybe it's the people you live with and those you care about, but you really are significant in helping them emotionally mature.
That's
That's
true.
what I get.
That's really
Yeah.
true. That's a good point. Now, you know what? I keep getting that she would be a really good detective or a police officer
Oh,
or a private detective. Do you feel that at all, Val?
now
I
that you
don't know.
said it, yeah, she's like there's a an ability like to see below the surface of things. Very good at understanding, just knowing that she knows. I wish I could explain psychic people more, but they just know. It's like, and people will try to gaslight them all the time, saying, "No, that's not what you saw. That's not what you heard." But they're right, and they're so yeah. She has that. Definitely has that psychic detective in her for sure.
That's it. Psychic detective. That's a good way
Yeah.
of putting it. I just want to shout out, hi, Garnett. Look, he always puts those blue jeans in for me. He's so cute. He says,
Aw.
Valerie, hello, too.
Hi,
Aw.
Garnet. Nice to see you. So good to see everybody. We love hanging out with y'all. It's just so nice.
She says, Jean, you got it down to the T. Did you ever think about being a detective? It's never too late. I don't know. I just feel this ability to help, like I don't know. You can even just like detective shows, or maybe there's something about that. Like the doing things right and caring about things. Something about that. Maybe you did that in your past life, because it's sort of like it's like a little whisper, like it's just in your aura. So it may have been in your past life that you may have been. Oh, she
You
loves
know
that
what?
psychic detective. Oh,
Yeah, that's you.
yes,
That is
yep.
definitely you. But I'm getting when I was getting a few minutes ago that we're all like that. We are privileged to have two lives this lifetime. This is the start of this new second lifetime, and we obviously we see the state of our world and the way things are. I really feel though that you're gonna like somehow come in what Jean is saying. You see what's wrong and you have the ability to pull it all together and make it right and help your community in some way because you understand the things that weren't set up for solutions. They weren't life affirming. They were life negating, and you understand that there's life affirming, solution oriented ways to care for people, to care for our community. That's what I'm getting. It's opening up for you, definitely.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much, Dora, and thank you, Valerie. It was so much fun. It's always so much fun. Valerie gets us, gives us the information, gets us understanding and interested in looking at what the astrological movements are mean for us in the next few weeks. And we didn't go much farther past the March 20th because there's so many things occurring. But please do take care of yourself. Make sure you um, eat right, sleep right, and take good care of yourself, because these energies changing, they're all going to be for the greater good moving
Yes,
forward, for sure.
and so
Aw,
it is so cool. I was just going to pull a card for everybody. Inspiration is everywhere. Capture your ideas. There's a Pisces card right there. That inspiration is ideas. All that stuff is trickling down. Really take advantage of this time because once we get into Aries season, March 20th, spring equinox, that Aries is going to want to go and want to build and want to create. And y'all been really sitting on that. I want to say, like it is. It's like we've been pregnant with these ideas, but it's just like we just knew it wasn't time yet. That time is coming up. So just keep yourself uh, ready for the new adventures coming through. I guess is what I want to say.
and I just wanted to remind everybody again that this Sunday is the pendulum event, and it's Sunday, March 1st, 2 p.m. Eastern, and that's 11 a.m. Pacific. And if you're interested, just come on over here to my website under the events tab and click on this bar anywhere, go through the registration process. If you are a member on my channel, you will get a link at no additional charge, because you guys already pay to be a member. I'm inviting you at no additional charge. The link will be in the posts, and I'm going to do that either today or tomorrow. And so make sure you look for that. And if anybody is interested in booking an appointment, uh, my winter special is almost over. It's only good to book it through the end of February, which is Saturday, the 28th of February. This will be available until Saturday. And then you can book this all the way up till Saturday, and then schedule it for March if you want. So, don't worry if you don't have time this week, because there's a lot of people booked in this week. If you can't find a time this week, you can move it into March. That's fine. But this ability to book it at this price will not be available after the February 28th time frame. So I just wanted to thank you all, and thank you again, Val. I will see everybody again real soon. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.